gonna finish this project. Continuing the live stream demoing while I do some work on the website. What we're doing here is updating the releases page on the marketing site, System 3, to pull these release notes from GitHub rather than have them hard-coded. Alright, so where are we? So we got the GitHub API pulled in, and now we're doing like cleaning the data. Okay, so I said I'm gonna take a break, and now I'm back. Okay, so what were we doing? It was all working, it was fine, but we had a release 0.4.4 that had a different structure. And then my man Claude here did some stuff, changed stuff to, what do we change? We changed the processor. I think most of the changes were to the processor. So we started implementing that, but now nothing's showing up. I'm not totally convinced that we want to move away from the structured parsing of release notes. So, right, two options. Keep our existing release interface and release curve with map repair sections. Yeah, I did say that before this, but now I'm not so sure. What if we... What if we... Hmm. So what was it doing before? Hmm. Yeah. O.4.4. No, I want to show you Markdown. So let's see what Gus says. You got any better ideas, Gus, Claude? Hmm. Hmm. Automatic folders thing. Where is it reading this? I just made that up. You are such a sycophant, Claude. But alright. Let's do it. Yeah, what a sycophantic response to being called a sycophant. Yeah. Alright, we got a markdown render the other day, but it kind of sucked. What do they do exactly? What is a markdown render? Marked, remarked. No, those are what we got the other day, I think. Ah, converts markdown to HTML. Okay. Man, we don't need all that. Yeah, sounds good. But I wonder if we can figure out which one we got last night. Didn't work very well. Give me some bash. Let's see. Nothing? Oops. Package. Yeah, there's too much to read here, but there was something. What was it? Maybe I'll remember it. Yeah, try that. Nothing. The 15 command here will limit the number of lines that get put in. Alright, whatever. No, alright, I'll just show him this. Tab, that's gonna give him the package of JSON. Anything there? I'll show him this. Remark breaks. Yeah, that's it. MDSVEX. Yeah. Yeah, cool. That's what it was. Sucked. No, let's not use it. Okay. Go ahead with, what does he want? Marked. Alright, we got that. Does that add it? It does. Good. Marked. There it is. It's in package.json automatically. Alright. Go ahead. Got marked. Go ahead. Bash and cat when possible. Okay, let's try it. Yes. How's it looking? Still not showing anything. Sure. Great, got stuff. So, okay, cool. That capital F tells me that that is coming from GitHub, because Dan uses title case, and if I wrote it, that would be in sentence case. How's 4.4 doing? Yeah, looks good. Okay, then these headings are too big. So I can go through and just clean that shit up. Alright, and then for all these, do we not have... release notes? Oh, yeah? Guess we don't. It's okay. Let's check what's live in production though, just to make sure. So we only started with 0.2.15. Is that working? Features. No longer crashes when using MakeMD. Okay, so we have font differences. Not a big deal, but which one is actually more consistent with our styling on the site? Like, I don't know, about us. That font looks like... yeah, whatever, we need a designer for this, someone with a better eye than me. We got a lot of styles. Versus that. I don't know, that looks pretty good, but I think that looks fine too. So that's 0.3.3. We've added minor fixes coming up. So what was that? 0.3.3. Oh. Yeah, I probably already like ran that through a language model to clean it up. 0.3.0. 0.2.16. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go through these and update the release notes on GitHub. I can do that. Comments. Asterix, what's up, buddy? Yeah, how'd I get into all this? Well, I started building websites back in college, but right from the get-go, I didn't build them myself. I was hiring people. At that time, I was hiring people in India to build websites, so I would, like, go out and find somebody. I, like, put together a company, and I would go out there and find somebody who needed a website. This was in, like, 2002 or something, so it was, like, early days. No. Let's see, I graduated high school in 2003, so this is college. This is, like, 2006 or 2007, 2006. And, yeah, so I'd find a client, make a deal, and then I would hire somebody to build them a website. That's how I got into tech, and then I've been working in tech companies and building tech products ever since, but my role is typically, when I'm not founding a company, which is what I'm doing here, but I did a stint of 10 years just before this where I was working at companies. Like, my last job was at Facebook, and at Facebook I was a product manager. A product manager is like a person who kind of works with engineers and designers and everybody else to sort of get a product built and steer it towards success. And so they're rarely actually writing code, although a lot of product managers are former engineers and can do that, but not me. I never learned to code. I learned bits and pieces, but there was never really time. Yeah, in October or so of last year, I started working on our marketing website, and I've been a heavy user of AI since like GPT-2. Yeah, with Claude 3.5, that was when it was finally good enough that I can actually build software with AI. So I've been doing it pretty heavily ever since. Alright, so I'm gonna let that formatting be fine. I'm gonna go through and start updating the release notes. Alright, this is gonna be kind of painful. Whatever, let's do it. One by one, we'll do them. Alright, back to the beginning. 0.2.15, that's all we gotta do. 0.2.15. O.2.15. Cool. Alright. No longer crashes when using MakeMD. Seems good. How many markdown headings? Triple. Good. Alright. O.2.15 is fine. O.2.16. Alright, we got something there. How's this gonna go? Be better if I didn't have to do all this formatting. Ugh. Yeah, I don't mind at all. College, I had two majors. They were philosophy and psychology. So nothing related to code or nothing technical, really. I mean, psychology is desperately trying to be technical, but it's not. It's bullshit technical, in my opinion. But I loved philosophy. Well, philosophy does get kind of technical, actually. I did grad school in philosophy too, and I did a lot of logic there, which is pretty close to, you know, code to programming. But let's see. I probably heard this from Steve Jobs around that time, but I think I was like ready to believe it because I already believed it myself that like Steve Jobs was big on the intersection of technology and the humanities. Like, you know, the famous story about Steve Jobs is he snuck into a calligraphy class at, I think it was Rice University, where he was a dropout, and he loved the art of, he fell in love with the art of calligraphy and the fine, you know, the fine detailed thinking driven by taste and beauty and what looks good and what feels good. And the way he would describe himself is that was always his thing, was like the combination of these two domains or disciplines, humanities and technology. And yeah, that always felt right for me too. Alright, O.2.16, let's see if it works over here. Here's the test. O.2.16. Yes, nice. Great. Alright, O.3.0. I guess I'm just doing this all by hand. No. No, Claude's gonna do this for me. We're just gonna get them all. Oh, but he might bullshit me. He might bullshit me. I don't want him to bullshit me. Alright, I'm just gonna do it by hand. O.3.0. It's not that hard. Take a minute. O.3.0. At the bottom. Yeah, quite a difference. I was thinking about, when I was in college, I was thinking about academic philosophy. It's partly why I did grad school for that. And I was thinking about law school. I think that I would have been... I thought this then, and I still think it now. I think it even more strongly now. Like, I think I would have been basically OP as a lawyer. I'd have been really good at that. But it would have been bad for my... bad for my soul. It would have had me exercising parts of myself that really don't need more exercise. So I'm glad I didn't do law. And yeah, I had this sense that I wanted to be in technology. Technology was going to be where the tectonic plates were shifting during my life. And yeah, I think that was right. for you too, Asterix. It's gonna be a weird world. Have you seen what's his name? Wait But Why guy has a graph of this. Probably one of these, or maybe an image. What is it? No. I mean, you get the idea of an exponential, but he had a really good way of describing it. Well, his I mean, the idea is, well, one way that he described this was like if you were to make 1,000-page book out of the history of humans going back, I think he went back like 200,000 years. I might get the math wrong on this, but 1,000 pages, 200,000 years. Whatever it comes out to, such that every page of the book is 250 years, then then you were to like look at that book, that history of humanity, and then compare page to page how much this thing's changed. Like if you were to go to page like, I don't know, 260, and what does life look like, and then go to page 261 and what does life look like, it's like pretty much the same. And so you can look at how much change is there from page to page. And most of the time, you'd be able to take somebody that lived in one world and put them on the next page and they'd be fine. But as you get closer to the end of the book, like the last page, well, the second to last page would be like, what, 1750 to 2000? And the page before that was pretty different from what that looks like. But then 1750 to 2000 compared to the next page, which we're only like at the beginning of 2000 to 2025 and onward, is very different. Like the rate of change is extreme. And it's only going to get faster. So like over the course of your lifetime, Asterix, it's going to be wild. I think technology is it's good. It's good to be up to date with technology. All right, 0.4.1 looks messed up. Let's fix that. Do we do 3.0? Let's refresh here. 3. I think I did 3.0, but let me just double check. 3.0. Yep, 3.0 looks good. Wait, why? Oh, because that's just bold. Okay, that's good enough. Then 3.1, fine, nothing. 3.2, fine, nothing. 3. We want 3.3 proper. Okay, so I guess I rewrote that with a language model. I'll do that. I'll grab that. And keep that full changelog thing, that's fine. Uh-huh. That's why I asked us, we were talking the other day about, like I was asking you about your teachers and what's it like, what's the vibe like in high school? Are the teachers are they teaching you how to use it? Nobody knows how to use the tools. They couldn't teach you how to use these tools. Like this shit that I'm doing right here. I started doing this in like October, and it only became possible right around then because of Claude 3.5. And Andrei Karpathy coined the name for this vibe coding in last month, February 2025, and it's really kind of taken off in popularity since then. So, but he was reporting on this as like, yeah, this is a thing that is possible now. People are doing this. So your teachers, nobody knows. Everyone's figuring this out on the front lines. That's kind of why I'm doing this streaming here, just so people can see how I do it, maybe learn something from it. But at least my hope is that your teachers are like appreciating that, yes, there's value in doing things by hand, but there's also value in understanding the new tools and using them, and like right, totally. Who knows? Life 300 years from now? I bet you not. I bet you we would be so mind-boggled. They'll probably all hooked up to Neuralinks and other weird BCI technology, and I mean, like, one of the things that's happening that the internet is doing is it's kind of like wiring up the whole. This is another Tim Urban idea, or like he didn't invent it, but he did a good job articulating it. Wiring up the whole world into one sort of like super brain, which, uh, gives us more ability. But I just heard, I was listening to a podcast. I think this was the Dwarkesh podcast, which is a great technology podcast if you're interested. Um, and he was interviewing this, like, I don't know what this guy is, like an anthropologist, historian, psychologist guy at Harvard. And this dude said that human brains have been shrinking for the last 10,000 years or so. And people don't know why, but one speculated reason is that we have been moving towards more specialization, more division of labor, and more offloading of some of the stuff that previous humans had to figure out for themselves to other people or to the civilization that we live in. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you'd be a super genius 300 years from now. Maybe it'd be a bunch of ant brain people. I doubt it though. They're gonna be pretty smart if they're still around at all. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. Headline. Is headline a markdown thing? I haven't seen that before. Let's see what headline does. Wow, your computer science teacher used to work for Microsoft and got laid off due to the AI. Claims you should move towards AI or cybersecurity, pushing job security. Yeah, totally. But also, like, all kinds of creative stuff is going to be possible. And right, you had said you're interested in maybe starting a business. Is that right? And I forget. Tell me again, like, what kind of areas or what kind of stuff? Like, do you have if you like let yourself kind of daydream about your future life and let sort of visions assemble themselves in front of you and pay attention to what feels exciting and cool and you feel attracted to, what do you get? What kind of stuff do you think you might want to do? How's it look? Okay, so that was 0.3.3. 0.3.3. Is that right? No, that's not the one with the heading. Which one was the one that had the heading? 3.5. 3.5. Oh, it says headline. Well, we don't need to say headline. Headline is not a markdown thing. We can put them bold. Nah, whatever, it's fine. Alright, so 0.3.5, no headline, fixes relay, fixes obsidian 1.7.5. Was that the last? Oh, fixes relay on obsidian. Right. Cool. Alright, continuing on. 0.4.0. Yeah, we'll clean that up. Remove the date and just fix the heading style. I could probably do this better by opening a new tab instead of getting myself all confused. 0.4.0 new tab. Yes, we use H3. We don't need the date. Save it. Yep, looks good. Something with people, yeah. Yeah, cool. Did you do play testing? Like, as you were developing your game, try it out on people? That has been one of my favorite parts of product work. Is it's probably what you're saying, is like working with people and putting stuff in front of them, seeing how they react. Improvements. 0.4.1. I'm trying to call it fixes. What do you say fixes? Oh, I forgot to do a new tab. Oh, forgot to change that. 4.1 needs to get H3. Save it. Close these. Yep, looks good. Nice. Did your dad recognize the retro inspiration? And if you enjoy that, that's a good sign that's you're at the right age. You know, a thing that I didn't understand when I was your age. When I was your age, like when I was in high school, I sort of thought, yeah, that's great. I sort of thought like that I sort of thought I was in the preparation stage, but life hadn't really begun yet. Like I don't know, I would learn the real stuff. Like I didn't buy into school. I thought school was mostly bullshit, and so I didn't take things seriously. And I don't know. I kind of thought you did the real stuff later when you're an adult. Now, what I appreciate more is that life has already begun. You can do whatever you want, like starting right now. And whatever you learn and don't learn now, you will have just learned or not learned that for the rest of your life. So if there's like, I don't know, a chemistry class or whatever, and you're like, I'm not gonna be a chemist, what do I need this shit for? Well, probably true, but I don't know. Like now, I wish I had just learned all the things, because you'll just know it then. And the more you know, it's power. And then also, you can build stuff. Like if you like building games and you're interested in building a company and you're enjoying like prototyping games and trying them out on people, you can just do that. You can just do a bunch of that, and you might make a successful company even while you're in high school. And if not, still you'll have learned a lot. Like you'll be doing the same thing. That's just what startup people are doing. They're just building shit and seeing if it works, and usually it doesn't. So then you build another thing, see if that works. So you can start the real learning process whenever you feel like it. All right, 0.4.3. Sure, we'll get it in there. Edit. Cool. And then what? 0.4.4. Great, we're getting there. Let's see this. 0.4.3. 0.4.2. Yeah. 4.3. Really trying to experience new things when into a business competition with a partner. Cool. Nice. Good noticing. And yeah, definitely the best way to learn. And good noticing that you enjoyed it, because that's kind of what everyone's looking for, is like, what is that set of things that I can do where I'm having fun and getting paid for it at the same time. It's hard to find, so you got to just do a lot of experiments. You got to try stuff. But if you find it, yeah, you're in a good position. O.4.5. Yeah, great. O.4.6. Nope, we got 4. Wait. Oh yeah. 4.6. We got title case sneaking in here. We're not doing title case. Is that a proper noun? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it's not a proper noun. How about another thing that I did that was great, and looking back I should have just done more of, was in college I went and studied abroad. I did it in I did a semester in Italy, and I had the idea that maybe I'll do two. I was gonna do like a semester in Amsterdam and then a semester in Italy, but for some reason decided not to, and I just did Italy. But that was like also one of the best times of my life, and I learned so much. So I totally, and you can do that stuff in high school too. Like if you have, you know, a little bit of money, or if you get a grant or, you know, scholarship kind of thing. What do you think about stuff like that? You want to study abroad? And if so, where'd you go? All right, O.4.4. Features, fixes. Wait, why is that so different? Oh, I had already rewritten it like that. That's interesting. Well, still, I think this is better. So, O.4.4. We got it. O.4.5, we got it. O.4.6, we got it. O.4.7. Gotta get that title case out of there. New features. Full change log. Okay. And then O.4.8. Okay. I think we're good. Let's look. O.4.8. Cool. Alright, I think this feature is about done. Get ready to ship it. So we clean the data. And now what are we doing? Let's see, our plan was, yep, processing, sure. Alright, maybe Claude will want to do some other cleanups or something. Alright, it's looking good, Claude. Right, what else? Hear that, let's close it down. We haven't had any betas in a while. These older ones, were they betas? I don't know. I mean, we'll leave them for now. Dan can comment on that if he wants them to change. got title cases in all those C's. Will I change that? Maybe I'll do a few. Cool. Studying abroad and co-op. So what is co-op? Is that, are you, is next year college? Senior year? What's next year for you? Alright, yeah, we'll just change these changelog C's while we're here. Help convince Dan to not do more capital C's. Ugh. Remember. Where's Obermall was? Alright, that's probably good enough. Oh, a couple more. Huh. Fine. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Next year's post-secondary and co-op is just a paid internship. Cool. Cool. So both studying abroad and co-op. Cool. So where might you go for study abroad? Will you get to pick? Like, is it go wherever you want, or they've got a program somewhere? Okay, and then what does Claude say? Yeah. Okay, right. Let's commit what we have. That's a good idea. In case we delete some stuff we need in the cleanup. Alright. Cool. Great. And how about you? Is there any place that's got your attention in Europe? You could go visit the king, His Majesty. You can go to France, go to Italy. What's the data? Yeah, cool. I should not have run this remove command. I just ran that without even looking at it. That is a risky business, but he was right that time. He removed the right stuff, so we're good. Alright. What do you want to do? Error boundaries, error handling, error stuff. Let's review our error handling needs. Yeah, we could set up handling for that, but it sounds like a pain. Maybe a project for another day. Markdown rendering, what if marked was an error? I mean, I guess it's true we don't want it to like crash the whole site. General error boundary with the whole page failed to load. Basic error handling and server load. Well, I guess it wouldn't be called caching, is to like just add some sounds like a pain. Other ideas? 2. My main concern is just that it doesn't crash the site. If it messes the releases, it's okay. Fix it ad hoc. Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. And again, I just don't want to crash the site. Okay. Yeah, anywhere. Just a cool experience, an interesting way to see the world, totally. I'm with you. Yeah, I had no special reason for going to Italy, other than it seemed cool. And indeed it was. Alright, site crashes. Here's what skip the caching backup. Yep, marked and erase. Simple save check on the in release card. Fine. We can do that. For page level protection, simple error boundary. Add this to. Add an error.svelte file. Fine. Whatever. We can do that. I have no idea what this did. It just added. I guess it's saying if you can't get that, or just enter some empty stuff. Fine. Fine. Did something else get removed that I missed? That page got a lot shorter. Done. Alright, let's make sure it still works. How's it looking? No problems there. It is a bit slower, but that's okay. And observatory? Yeah, seems fine. Okay, great. Yeah. Alright, so let's get ready to deploy. So let's git commit again. And probably we should deploy the branch so I can test it on Vercel, make sure it doesn't break at that stage before I merge this branch in. So, yeah, so that would be git push, but not origin main. Maybe just git push. And git push depends on we've set the upstream. Alright, whatever, let's just do this. And let's get Vercel going. Alright, system 3 web. And we should see a build. What happened? Oh. Must have been a bunch of new stuff. Just gotta push. So, alright, we'll let that go. So Asterix, what did your CS teacher do at Microsoft? Was he or she an engineer, or what was the role? What a big push. I guess there's probably duplicating all of the raw data that I've been syncing down. And when I merge this branch in, I'm guessing GitHub will be smart, or Git will be smart about not saving a bunch of duplicate data. But I don't really know. Man. Alright, now we should see a build happening. Yes, good, let's watch it. See if it works. Let's see, these normally take like a minute and a half to build. Close all these. Uh-oh. Build error. Great. So what happened? Oh, you probably need this. Something about the token? Yeah, we can come back to that. But oh, well, I don't know what value it is locally. Hmm. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Those interviews are intense. My uh, Facebook interview. Well, it was a 3-round process. I didn't have to go in for it because it was during the pandemic. But I did prepare a lot, and a lot of people prepare a lot for it. Which, makes a difference because they pay so much money. Um, like just the signing bonus was like 50,000. And if you get offers at more than one, like if you're applying to Facebook and Google and you get offers at both, then you can like play them against each other to get even more of that money. Alright, I gotta turn off screen sharing for a minute while I work with some API key dealies. So let's go here, there. Alright. Okay. Need the Vercel command line interface. Installing that. It gave me npm. I want pnpm, but there, I think that worked. Then so I gotta log in to Vercel locally. Alright. Okay. Vercel link. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. System 3 web, is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay, so that's done. Now I try this again. Alright, then the value of the GitHub token is that. Okay. Okay. Seems to have worked. So, let me start a new terminal window. And I can share screen again. Okay, seems to have worked. Yeah, no, I want to do this. Oh, but I have to change something if I would do that. I can probably just do like, Would that work? It knows it's not real. Give me an idea. What are we gonna change? Sure. Oh, right, I would have had to commit that anyway. Okay. Let's see if that worked. Building. Building, building, building. Building. We got over here. Oh. Yeah, I'm at the beach. We got a nice sunset coming in right now. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'll try to show you. Let's see, where are we at? This one. Well, out there is the sun. So I'm near Ventura, California. And yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. It's been cold though. Still kind of cold, but it's been rainy and cold here. I was down in Mexico. I drove this van down to Mexico for the winter, and it was great. It was in Baja. And then when I got back up to California, it was cold. Alright, I think it worked. Let's see. Preview? No. Visit. Seems right. Alright, that all looks good. Releases. Yes. Nice. Alright, that looks good. These things still coming in great. Alright, yeah, I think it's good. Observatory, nice test. Slow, I gotta speed that up, but yeah, it's working. Yes, a lot of beaches and a lot of nice cars out here. Although California's big, so, you know, there are, there's like the coastal California, which is where the beaches and the nice cars are. And then there's inland, like Central Valley. So California's got the Sierra Nevada mountains on one border and the ocean on the other border. And then in the middle is like farmland. And some of that area is really nice, and some of those towns are really nice. And some of them are more struggly, with a little bit more crime. And the cars aren't as nice. But there's just a crazy amount of money in California, it's true. Great, works. Let's merge to main and deploy. You know, this move that I'm about to do, where I'm going to deploy it and then go to dinner, is probably a mistake. I've often been on the other side of this as the product manager, discouraging the engineer from deploying the thing at the end of the day, because then you're not there if something happens, or you gotta like leave dinner to fix it. But now I'm the engineer and I'm gonna fucking deploy it. So what are you gonna do? Oh, okay, but I'm gonna have to like. All right, no, that's not gonna work. Let's see. So we'll do get status. That's gonna have to be get pull rebase. Get pull rebase. That might take a minute. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, thank you. Not that cold. At night, it does get into the 40s. 40. So 4 degrees Celsius. But no, it doesn't get down to actually 40 very often. It'll be like 48, so 9 degrees Celsius. And then during the day lately, it's been maybe like 55 Fahrenheit, 12 Celsius. You guys do Celsius, right, in Canada? Nice, yeah. All right, the pull is working. That looks good. All right, so then check out that and merge it in. Hopefully we have no problems there. I don't know why this merge is necessary. Working on I hate this editor. It's a wildest thing. So what do we do? Escape? It's like colon WQ or something to get out of here? Crazy. Okay. Did it work? So I gotta go. I'm gonna be late for dinner. Alright, I think it worked. Get Bush. Yes. Yeah. Florida is interesting because yeah, great beaches, and unlike California, it's got beaches on both sides, and it's a different body of water. So if you're on the east side, that's the Atlantic Ocean, and the water's kind of cold. And then if you're on the west side, that's the Gulf of Mexico. Despite what the renaming effort that's underway looks like, and it's warm. It's often like bath water. You can just like I like to scuba dive there, no wetsuit. All right, building. If this works, then we've done it. Me and you, Asterix. If not, then I don't know. I gotta go to dinner and let it sit. I'm gonna be in trouble. Well, it's good hanging out with you. If you ever want to do, do some pairing on this, it's actually a thing I would really like to do is do a video with someone else. Could be you if you want to, where we build something together. Where mainly you're building something, but you're sharing your screen with me, and maybe we're streaming it, and in real time we build them. Because I want to show more people like the setup steps, like how you do this kind of thing. Getting close. Getting close. Running long. Oh, I guess these have been taking like 2 minutes, so it's not that long. Alright, says it worked. So here's the real website. You can check it out on your end, Asterix. System3.md, and we go to releases, and no, that's not the right stuff. Somehow the correct files didn't get deployed. Well, alright, they're there. They just gotta get merged in and sent out. I gotta figure out how to do that. But that'll have to be a project for another day. No, yeah, cool, check it out. No snow in California along the coast, but definitely snow inland. Like if you're if you're in the mountains, if you're in the Sierras, tons of snow, tons of good skiing out there. And like a lot of those roads are basically like impassable in the what do you call it? The winter months. The whole area kind of closes down. Asterix, it's about time for me to shut it down. Good hanging out with you once again, as always. Shoot me a message. My contact info is on the website there. You can join our Discord if you want to do, and hopefully I'll see you again on a future streaming session. But yeah, if you ever want to do like a live coding session together, I think that could be fun. And if not, that's cool too. We'll just hang out and stream and do vibe coding together. All right, thank you. Take care. Good hanging.